Hi there, I'm Daphne Richards and this is Augie. Our question this week comes from AJ Talamantes in San Antonio. First, the crown of one of their sycamore trees has gone into decline. Is the tree slowly dying? And would it be a good idea to remove the dead portion to keep it from continuing? Or is all hope lost? From the photos, it seems to me as if there's still enough life in this tree to work towards saving it. And yes, I would recommend pruning out all the dead limbs, since not only will they not recover, but they're also a safety hazard. There's a reason that the tree is declining, and we can't really discern what it is from just this photo. But it's most likely all the years of drought that we had, potentially exacerbated by some secondary issues. And Arnulfo has a second question regarding the holes in his cedar elm tree. Since the row of holes is in almost perfect alignment, this looked to me like typical sapsucker bird damage. But there is that one outlying hole in the photo, so I consulted AgriLife Extension entomology specialist Wizzie Brown to be sure. And she confirmed that yes, when holes are in rows like that, it's sapsucker damage and not borers. In the case of the cedar elm, there really isn't much you can do to combat that sapsucker that's preying on it. But if the tree is healthy and the damage isn't too extensive, the holes shouldn't represent an insurmountable challenge for the tree. Our plant of the week is native coneflower, Echinacea purpurea, an easy care herbaceous perennial that looks great in any garden. Purple coneflower can reach a height of about 2 feet and perhaps an additional 12 to 18 inches when it concludes its flower spikes. But each plant stays very compact in width, at only a foot or so. It can take bright shade, but does better in full sun, in pockets among other native plants in groups of 3 to 5 for the most attractive appearance. The stems of Echinacea remain entirely just below the soil surface, so you'll need to be extra careful that this beauty doesn't stay too wet. In droughty years, this won't be too hard, but in years with lots of winter and spring rain, the plants may rot, especially if you have any amount of clay in your soil. To combat this, loosen the planting area with expanded shale, and even consider planting on berms, and be sure not to overwater. The flowers are long-lasting, but are pretty unattractive once they die back, and you may be tempted to deadhead. But try to resist that urge. The seed heads are a great food source for small birds. There are lots of improved cultivars out there, and most of them do well in the same planting environment as the native, but may not provide seeds for native birds. Our viewer pictures this week come from Olga in Pflugerville, who caught these stunning winter shots of an ice-coated shrubby tree. And also a photo from Grayton Tripp in North Bexar County of the show-stopping color this year on his Cleveland Select flowering pear tree. Texas Soto in the foreground is a nice counterpoint, and the shrub behind the pear tree is evergreen sumac, since Grayton loves adding natives to the garden too. We'd love to hear from you, so visit us at klru.org/ctg to send us your questions, pictures, and videos.